These are the top 5 most popular CSGO workshop maps that I went onto the Steam Workshop for CSGO and searched by most popular as far as deathmatch and competitive maps go in the past 3 months. Now, all the creators of these community maps will be linked down in the description below. Make sure to go ahead and check them out and go ahead and download these maps. As you guys been watching, you can already tell on screen. You guys can see it coming in at the number 5 spot. We've got Gardens, which is not that big of a file size. It's only 26 megabytes, but this map definitely reminds me of something that's a little bit too close quarters for my personal liking. I don't know how well I would do on this, but I really do like it. It reminds me of maybe a map that you'd play in the Wingman game mode where it's 2v2, but it is again designed for classic and deathmatch, casual and competitive CSGO. If it were to ever actually go directly into the active duty group set of maps, you know, I don't think it would. Obviously Valve would have to do a little bit of work on that before putting it in there, because I think it would be heavily dominated in the early game by a lot of shotguns, things like the Nova and the SMG, things like the P90 would become extremely dominant, although I'm sure Simple could prove me wrong and show me just how dominant the op would be on this map. But this is Gardens. It kind of gives me sort of an Inferno type vibe, which Inferno is not really my best map. A little bit of Cobblestone too. I really do like it though. And by the way, when you guys go ahead and click these links down below to check out these maps on the Steam Community Workshop, all you got to do is click the little subscribe button. I'm not saying subscribe to me. Go ahead and do that if you want, guys, but the subscribe button will automatically download it. You guys can just go into your maps, your workshop maps on CSGO, and it should be there. Now, moving on to the number 4 spot, we've got Residence Rescue, which really did surprise me, because I'm not deciding these. I'm not saying like these are the most popular, that I like the most. These are genuinely the most popular CSGO map concepts that have been at least created in the past 3 months and promoted in the last 3 months that you guys can see on the Community Workshop. Again, this is Residence Rescue. You guys can tell this is a hostage map, which has a really cool outer look to it that you guys can see on screen right now, where it's got this huge walkway over a big ocean and over a big cliff that I think looks really cool. Again, this is Hostage, a hostage game mode. Hostage is obviously fairly popular, not nearly even close to as popular as normal competitive matchmaking or ESEA or anything like that, but Hostage is still fun every once in a while, so I think it'd be pretty cool if they added this into the normal game of CSGO, not just in your Community Workshop maps. That is the number 4 spot. Again, Residence Rescue is again it would be for Hostage or Wingman. At least that's the way the creator would prefer it to be. Now, the number 3 spot, we've got the map called Chlore. Not really the most catchy name, but who am I to say? I've never created a map in my life, although that may be pretty fun to do in the future. I'd probably be really bad at it. It's really hard to do. But this is for, again, classic normal CSGO competitive. This one has got sort of orange and yellow tones to it, kind of like a dust color tone to it. I like this one a lot because there's a lot of detail put into this map. It's quite large for the size, the actual like literal megabyte size. It's 106 megabytes. It's not that big, but again, it is a pretty cool map. I would love to see, I actually love the work that Valve and Steam and Lord Gabe are actually doing for CSGO, at least in the map scene, although I wish they would work on getting that Cache remake out a little bit sooner, but I covered that in a previous video. I don't think they'll be doing that until the next major is over. I don't think they'll want to surprise the CSGO pros with that, although I'd never put it past Valve. I would never put it past Valve to do that, but it probably won't happen again. But Klore definitely gives me a Dust 2 kind of the original Dust vibe as well, especially with those color tones. Again, this one will be linked down below. Moving on to the number 2 spot, we've got, I'm going to say, my personal favorite map out of all these. We've got Golden, which is again designed for casual and deathmatch and competitive matchmaking. It's not a Hostage or a Wingman map. I do like the name Golden. It's pretty catchy. It looks fairly even. It looks like it's not too CT-sided or too T-sided, but obviously if it ever makes it into the actual active map duty group, then we would actually get to see how it would play out, whether it be a little bit more T or CT-sided. Now this map isn't just an outdoor map. It's also got some indoor spots, a bunch of different places that you guys, and a bunch of different routes you guys can choose to go to the B site or the A site, whether you come from the T spawn or the CT spawn. Either way, I think I'd prefer a little bit more color on this map. It's not dull or anything like that. It kind of reminds me of the map Seaside. If you guys haven't heard of it, you probably have, but I still think Golden is a good map. Obviously, if Valve or Steam were to implement this, they would obviously probably change it a little bit, but again, I do like it quite a lot, and clearly so does the community, because it's very popular on the Community Workshop, at least in the past 3 months. Now, moving on to the number 1 spot, we've got Village, which reminds me of, if you guys played any Call of Duty. Modern Warfare 3 Village was a pretty decent map, definitely a top 5 favorite map of mine in Modern Warfare 3. This one is gorgeous. The creator did so well with the colors, and at least at least standing out, looking different than other maps in CSGO, and I love it. I loved walking around, just strictly walking around with harmless bots was even fun to me. Even just doing that was simply fun, just imagining how fun this would be to play in an actual matchmaking game. Although you could get a bunch of your friends to go ahead and download this map in the workshop and then play against each other and really test the waters and see what it's like. This map is not a hostage map. It's designed for deathmatch, wingman, and casual and competitive matchmaking as well. The colors, again, it's a very saturated, bright, and beautiful map. Again, it's called Village. I like it a lot. The creator's name is Almas, so again, credit to him. All links for all these maps are going to be linked down in the description below. Definitely go subscribe, not to them, but I mean subscribe by actually like clicking the subscribe button in the Steam Workshop and downloading them so you guys can play them and check them out and tell me what you think. Now comment down below, out of these maps, which one you would want added into CSGO competitive or casual the most. I read every single comment. This video's shout out goes to Luck578. You know what to do if you want to get next video's shout out. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe and turn on that notification bell to stay updated on all things CSGO. It's been Quadum FT, and I'm out. Peace.